Hello. We almost had an incident. So Tien's desk, right behind this monitor, is an L desk. And he'll go over there and sometimes he'll like sniff around Tien's desk and then he'll jump over to my desk and go under this monitor and pop up right here. And that's what Beyonce was trying to do. Guarantee you it was not going to work out as well as it does when Bo does it. And so Tien had to grab her and she was very upset. Her plans were thwarted. But hi friends, welcome in. I'm gonna be honest, all I've really done this morning is watch Gavin's videos. I had about half left of his Egypt video. I still have like 20 minutes left. Is there a cat about? Tien's at home today. He's going to be at home the rest of the week. Yeah. Yeah. A whole wrist. Have good work, Lurk. Back up. Your day is fast and quick and you can be done with work and go home. Well, like, not be working at home and do whatever the fuck you want. Alone duty is scandalous. Hello, friends. Welcome in. We're working on this. Okay. That today. This was just for fun because I have like 2 or 3 embroidery bundles from Etsy. I think I'm going to do an embroidery piece for the state fair. I've changed my mind. I was talking to wife. I think I mentioned that, and that big owl piece is going to be like for 2026 because I was getting a little anxiety about finishing it on time. So I'm going to choose a smaller piece for this upcoming year. And I was like, this is cute. I'll practice on this. I just finished that leaf like about a minute ago. So anyways, but yeah, I haven't really done anything today. Leaf looks great. Thanks. Oh, it's just gonna be really bright. It's fine. Fine. I have to deal with your bullshit every morning. Can you show the back? Don't judge it. Get the fuck out of here. Okay, so like my backs are never crisp and clean. And honestly, I don't really trust people whose backs are crisp and clean. And I can't remember after saying that if Gumi's backs are crisp and clean. But if they are, it's because Gumi's really fucking good at things. So, and the leaf, like all of the leaves are going to be a little different, I guess. Like they're not going to be, obviously it's not super clean. Because, I don't know if I can, actually, hold on. So, focus. So like the leaves, you see how the leaf itself, like it has like little, it's basically like little sections. That's how I was working with it. So instead of doing the whole leaf as just, what am I using? Fishbone stitch? The fuck am I using? I don't know. I think it's fishbone. Hold on. I really don't remember. If I'm being honest. I can't remember what the fuck stitch I used. This seemed to be only around the edges. Oh, like focus. Like the middle part's not filled in, like there's no thread in the middle. Okay, none of the ones I have are good examples. So like, did I use 2 for this? No. Anyways, like this, also not a great example because it was just a bunch of straight stitches. But I imagine that's at least more similar to what Nessa's looks like. Because a lot of what I've been doing, like this one is a bunch, just basically backstitch and straight. I'm just going in a straight line essentially. And then stuff like these little ornaments, the hat, the thicker part on the letters, I've been using satin stitch, which fills in on the back. There is a way to do satin stitch that uses less thread and doesn't look like this. But I'm practicing and I was a little bit lazy. I was like, I'm gonna just do it the regular way. I could see it. Yeah, like the satin stitch, typically what you're just kind of going on one side and then you go back to the other. Let me, please hold. Please hold. Yeah, I'm using fishbone stitch for the leaves, but I'm doing them in sections, if that makes sense. So like this like little top part will be a section. Let me use my needle as a pointer. And then like this little bit will be a section, that little bit will be a section, because I'll kind of stop like here-ish for that top part. But I'm also using fishbone stitch, which is, it's gonna kind of look like satin stitch in a way. So it's gonna take up a lot more space and it's not going to, like, it's gonna fill in the back more like that. Like the feet too, that's satin stitch, that's weave stitch. That uses a little less because you're going like up and over. But like back stitch, and straight stitch, you're just kind of going in a straight line, essentially. So those will take, that's just kind of going to look like an outline. It depends on the stitch that you do. I'm really good at describing things and really good at explaining things in very succinct form and fashion, as you can tell. But to be fair, I don't know what her pattern looks like. So I don't know what the pattern looks like, and I don't know what stitches that she's using, so I just kind of have to guess. So it makes it a little more difficult for me to pinpoint why hers would just look like an outline on the back. Kind of. She asked me at some point, I'm pouring her talk to you. I haven't done this in a long ass time, so I'm basically relearning it. Because there's a shit ton of girl. It depends on her pattern and what stitches that she's going to use for it. I almost cut myself. It's fine. So some are just, it's going to make the back look different, but my backs are never clean anyway. And it's fine, because ain't nobody gonna look at the back. Like, those people, there are people on Reddit, on all the different little cross stitch and embroidery, all the fiber arts subreddits, and like people will be like, oh, look at my finished piece I did. And then sometimes they just automatically show the back, and then other people are like, can you show the back? And like they're super judgy about it. And I'm like, if you judge people based on their backs, I can't trust you as a person. Now, if you like having a clean back and that's just how you are and you're just good at having a nice clean back, that's fine. But if you want to judge people about it, you can't be trusted. That's another hill I will die on. Hi, Raven. Look at this little gnome. Isn't he cute? And I like how his little sweater turned out. I fucked it up a little bit. Because I fucked it up, and then I was like, oh, I think I fucked it up. And I like undid the stitches. And I was like, I'm going to fix it. Lay on. And then I fucked it up the same way twice. And I, like, at the end of the round, I was like, you know what? I don't care. This isn't going to anybody, so who cares? Fine. Hi, Keisha. So, yeah. So, this is just a fun little project. And I have a bunch of other projects that I'm going to work on for GoTel. And I'd start now. And I also need to order thread for projects, but I'm not doing that until we get back. I could have the office hold it, but I could just also wait until we get back. So I'm gonna do that instead. Oh no, we still need to go get their Chewy box. He's not listening. All the projects all the time. We've got like 1 month-ish, well over a month, until Lunar New Year. So like end of January, we're going to start on our Lunar New Year snake pattern. See, these are already kind of fucked up. But what if I did this? That's fine. This leaf, excellent. That leaf, excellent. This top section, excellent. I got a little lazy. Anyways, I've just worked on this a little bit and really have done nothing else except watch Gavin's videos today. So I was like, I guess I'll stream for a little bit. I kind of don't want to do anything kind of just want to work on this and watch Gavin videos. Anyways, happy Tuesday. Hope everyone's having a good day. Helping my friend troubleshoot Ticketmaster. Gross. While sitting at the hair salon. That is my day. I hope your hair appointment goes excellent. Ticketmaster is a bitch, so good luck with that. That's gonna be not a great time. Did they like fuck up their tickets or something? Because that wouldn't surprise me. So what are you doing, buddy? The cats have been sleeping nice and cozily all day. And now they're awake. New colors are being applied. Let's fucking go. Is it like a touch up or like are you doing brand new colors? Having connection issues. Needs to be a location. And just blame Ticketmaster. Tell them to get their shit together. Like what the fuck? Brand new colors? Let's go. I'm excited to see how it turns out and to see the new colors. Oh, fuck. All that almost came out. It's fine. Was this already like whack? Should be. Okay. Treat myself McDonald's? Yes. Do it. So, because we're leaving for family Christmas this weekend, which is when I'm going to start Ship of Magic. But we're obviously we're not going to like go abandoning us. You just come with us. Fine. Just join us. You'll get a lot of good food, Theo. Potatoes. I don't think we'll have potatoes. We normally don't have potatoes. Need to start Ship of Magic. I know I was like, well, this is going to take me probably at least a few months. So I'm not worried about that. But since we are going to be out of town, there's no point in getting groceries. So we're just, you know, eating the food that we have here. But like, I also don't want to make a bunch of food, you know? So we're probably going to have to get takeout at least once before we leave. Fuck that up. What? Yeah, I know. We already discussed that. Remember, I asked you which one you wanted. And you were like, I want the chili. And I said, okay. Well, I don't know what we're having for dinner. And I also said that and you didn't answer. So I said, okay. Okay, Keisha has to decide what we're having for dinner tonight because that's what Tian just said. So not to put any pressure on you, but I'm putting all of it on you. Thanks. Automod says I'm spamming. That's fucking rude. Tell Automod to shut up. I know I debated on like clearing everybody's task and I was like, I'll just leave it. Need everyone's reactions and thoughts. I've read it already. I need all the thoughts. You will get all of my thought. Because here's my thing. So I finished the 6th book of the 3rd set, which is Power of 3 for the Warriors series. Because we all know, thanks to Lydia, I now am obsessed with Warriors. This Power of 3 nowhere near as good as the originals or the new Prophecy set. Which, I mean, she already warned me about, but I'm in too deep at this point. So, and I yell at Tien about what happens in the book. He doesn't really know what's going on, and that's fine, but I yell at him. I think Keisha was like, yeah, I yell at Tyler about my book. And so at the end of it, I was like, well, I have theories now. And so I yelled at Tien about my theories. I was like, I should just use my YouTube channel and just only talk about warriors. Because I have lots of thoughts. I have lots of opinions. I have theories now with the ending of this last book. I could do that with Ship of Magic and be like, here's all my thoughts and opinions. If you think I'm wrong, I don't care. So. You take out of cooking at home. I'm hungry because I thought about making something for dinner, and I was like, we have like proteins. Like I could make like a chicken. I guess we have like, normally we'll do like pan fried canned corn or canned green beans. We can do that. But we don't really we have 0 fresh veggies. And I don't want to go and get any because we won't be here and then they'll go bad. So it's like when you move and you have to like eat all of your food, but then there comes a point where you're just kind of sit there and you're like, okay, well, I don't have anything and we're gonna be moving soon and I don't want to go buy things. So fine. That's the only thing Keisha's thinking about is McDonald's french fries. I second the motion for just go get like a couple of potatoes. And that's it. That's dinner. Tacos is a good choice. Convince Nessa to go out to Mexico soon. Just tell her that we all said that it was a really good idea. Did I start the timer? No. Oops. Whatever. No promo today. Just talking. Just hide it. If you don't look at it, it's fine. Whatever. Anyways. Just tell Nessa you were like, oh my god, everybody was talking about tacos. Everybody was talking about Mexican food. We should go. She's out at the Christmas market drinking. What the hell is that? What kind of wine is that? That looks like made up. Gluh wine. Well, I hope she's having a good. Maybe she'll be more like she'll be more agreeable to Mexican food when she comes home. Gluten wine, no they? German glow wine. Gluh wine. I feel like that you have to say gluh and then a pause and then wine. That's the only way. Quesadillas or not quesadillas. I think I might be hungry. Makes you glow a nice red blush. Like a wine. No. Oh, you know what you could do? This is changing the subject completely. Theo, you could go get Nessa's project and then take a photo of the, not the needle is gonna go flying, of the front and the back, and then post it, and like that way I can see what it looks like. She's probably fine. She's just probably using a different stitch, one that is supposed to look like it is. And I'll be like, oh yeah, that's fine. And then you can be like, hey, this is perfect. And she'll be like, hell yeah. You should be like, you know what we should do? Celebrate with Mexican food. See, I tied it all back in. That's looking very nice. Good job, Dee. Glue wine. Oh, glue vine. Glue wine. Mold warm wine. Very tasty, very popular sip amongst the Christmas dolls. It's glue wine. I'm calling it glue wine. promise, I can't fucking see. But neither can you apparently. Cat. No cat. Hi, Mariah. Move this. Let's see. Yeah, this guy. But if I do this, you can really see it. That's not cute. Yeah, that's okay. Whatever. Whatever. Our Mexican place is sit down only. Gotta have a reservation. Make one right now. Immediately. I need to call this pizza place at 4 to ask them about the celiac safeness of their establishment. Remember, everybody remind Keisha. At 4 o'clock her time, which is 5 o'clock my time, which is 6 o'clock Allie time. What did I just do? That one. Okay. No one forget. Got some Mexican wine when my fridge is now. Let's fucking go. I'm not a big wine person anymore. Occasionally I'll be like, I want wine, but it's very, very rare. Hello. I'm having issues. Welcome in. Doc, Brandon. Here's Leon. Oh, never mind. Tian's got it. Hi, Spoopy. Welcome, Raiders. Welcome in. My name is Pete Scat or Kristen. My pronouns are she, her. I was gonna run sprints and then I forgot to start the timer, so I just hit it. So, welcome in. What were you working on? We love makers and crafting. That's normally what I do. I started off with a lot of cross stitch. This is just for fun because I wanted to, but I have a lot of projects that I've given myself for a charity event that's going to be coming up next May. A Home Alone cross stitch? I want to see it. That's fun. Wait, where are you? Where am I? Who am I? What's going on? Just that, what's going on? That's very typical. Fine. That's fun. I'm gonna watch that later. That's a classic. Well, the first one. I watched the second one. I think last year, my husband Tina, I was like, let's watch the second one. The second one, not as good. So, what? Was it? Not as good as the first one. First one, classic. Classic. But I hope you had a good stream. If you need to raid and run, because since you also do fiber arts, you know how it hurts your hands after a while, and your wrists, and your back, because we all end up in like a weird shrimp form. So if you need to raid and run, totally fine. I'm a professional lurker, so I totally get it. You want to hang out though, that's totally cool too. Make sure you drink your water. Do some like stretches for your wrists, your hands. Rehydrate. De-shrimpify. Probably stand up. Maybe I should run the timer. Then I'll know when to stand up. It's fine though. We're doing what we want today. No, this is what I want to do. And I can't decide what I want to do to like. Well, I do decide what I want to do. I need to order thread for new project. But we're going out of town, so I don't need to order it yet. But I'm excited. Because why finish a project when you can start more? It's a great idea. That's a nice looking leaf. See, if I focus on what I'm doing, my leaves can look really nice. But yeah, I keep confusing myself. I can just use this one. I have 2 needles. Because I'm thinking like maybe I should have started another section there. But like this section's bigger. Oh, this is gonna get a little wacky down here though. It's fine. I've already committed. Never run out of thread if you're constantly using it without finishing everything. I have so much fucking thread, and I'm working on just getting them all onto little bobbins. But then, and you would think, I at least thought, I was like, surely I have at least a majority of the threads I need for these projects for GoTel in May. No. Like, what do you mean? Show us your box of thread. It's not boxes, bags. It's even more. It's not even in boxes. Here's some. There's some. There's some. That's old. We don't even like that thread. There. Shame. This is what I'm working on putting in. I have another one of these, and this one's almost full. And I also have to order more bobbins because I don't have enough. I have like maybe 20. And I went through all of this. I went through every single, like all of the ones that are in my little cases. And I went through all of these to make sure I did not have, or I did or did not have the thread I needed for the upcoming project. And somehow I still didn't have it all. Did I go through this bag? Okay, I may not have gone through this bag, but all the other ones I did. Shame. Now empty all of them into one big pile. Exactly. Okay, this one I may not have gone through because there was one on my shelf back here. I turned around this morning to pick this up and I was like, I didn't see that bag and I haven't gone through it, so I went through that one. You're welcome for helping. You realize you missed the bag. Thank you. So, because when I order thread, I tend to order it like anywhere between 3 and 5 skeins at a time. Like one of these things called a skein of thread, and so I'll order like 3 to 5 at a time, because for the projects it'll be like you'll need, you know, sometimes it's like less than 1 or like up to 2, sometimes 3 depending. And I'm like, okay, well I'll order them and I'll order like a little bit extra. Then it's everywhere and I don't put them away. Shame. I'd say don't judge me, but I judge me every time I look at that pile. So judge away. It's bad, dude. Shameful. You know, if these, like, they're in bags, but if they were like all in a box together, because they're just on the floor by my desk. They're not even like in a box together. They're just on the floor. Oh, I had started making summer dog bandanas. Yeah, and then just get it, like, you don't have to get it done now, but like get started now. So then when you like get into the season and you're like, oh crap, I'm gonna need these real soon, you already have a head start. You've already got like at least a good chunk done So then when the summer rolls around, you're like, I ain't gonna be stressed because I'm already good to go. How the fabric, that's what's exact. Because you could even just kind of get things set up and then start after the new year if you wanted, because it's busy, everybody's tired, there's a lot going on. A friend of ours has a story where she was LCD. Spent her entire trip organizing threads into bob. I always associate that image with her now. LSD, I can't die. Liquid crystal display, yes. I mean, hopefully she got a lot done. Like, depending on, you know, how she was, she could have either just like blown through it and then like afterwards been like, damn, I got all of that done. Or, you know, maybe be like, oh, I got 3 done. She had it done. Okay. That's what I need to be doing, that not LSD. But like when I sit here, when I'm watching like YouTube or if I'm watching somebody on Twitch, most of the time I'm working on a project, but like sometimes I'll sit there and just wind thread onto bobbins. I've been doing really good at that, which is why I only have like 20 bobbins left, which is why I need to order more. But then sometimes I don't. And then I look at the pile and I'm like, I could have been putting all of that thread, or at least thread onto bobbins with however many I had left. And I go, I'll do it next time. Then I don't. It is a good idle task. Then it gets done and then I don't have to worry about it. But now I need more bobbins. So I have to order those when I get back. It's fine. Then I'll have to order more thread. Fine. Everything's fine. It's gonna be okay. Gonna be okay. This is cute. This is fun. This is fine. Can't really see what I'm doing, but it's okay. Can I do? Woo. Please hold. Okay, we're back. I hate that you can see the stupid. Do you see what I did? This is why I don't like having extra fabric hanging around. Rude. Getting ready to say hi and tell you I'm having a good day. My work laptop decided to rip on me, so now I'm on the phone with ID. It sounds like no more work for May today. Because assuming IT answers after they ask you, did you try turning it back off and on? And you'll be like, well, it died, so it turned off on its own. And then they'll have to do like some troubleshooting and like get all of the pertinent work info, yada yada, whatever. And that'll probably take at least an hour, if not more. So you might as well just stop work for the day. Because anytime you have to do anything with IT, with work stuff, it's gonna take a long time. And you can't get any work done because things aren't working. So I'm just saying, logically, it seems like you should just be done with work for the day. I'll make the rules. Here we go. Charged down my brake. It said 100%. Originally said it would last 6 hours, and then it went to 2 hours, and then it died. So I think my battery stopped. And see, and if that's the case, you really can't get anything done. So, not your fault. Yes, you're done for the week. You should still get paid, but early holiday. Since this week is the last week of the year, I'm doing shit all. Try different chargers, doesn't even registers. Yeah, that's... See, that sounds like a not a you problem. And it kind of sounds like they may have to get you a new laptop problem. And that's a whole ordeal. So really, they should just... IT can figure it out. Work people can figure it out. And they can just be like, you know, we'll pay you for 8 hours. But like, just kind of early holiday weekend kind of deal. Don't worry about working. That's how it should go. That's what I'm thinking. What is that? Hang on, I gotta do this. Fine. I don't think I'll finish this guy. I may not finish him before we leave. I could probably finish him before the year's up though. And then that's a project done. And this is just for funsies. So apparently I have no issue finishing a project when it's just for me. It's just when I'm trying to do a project for anything else. Sounds like a me problem. Just wish they'd buy better quality because I've worked there 3 years. This is my second laptop. No issue I've caused. My previous place of employment would only buy refurbished stuff. And I know some people would be like, I mean, you know, yeah, you can get fine, like totally fine refurbished things. And I understand that. But they also wanted to go super cheap as possible. And I'm sure the refurbished stuff they would buy was probably super cheap and probably not the best, which is why things would always break. You know, and then they'd get all mad and stuff, all pissy. And it's like, then maybe buy something new once in a while. Maybe, you know, actually spend money on your company for things that fucking work that you need to work. But what do I know? I'm just a little worker bee. What the fuck do I know? I also, yeah, like, and I understand, like, you can totally get refurbished electronics and other, like, items that are totally fine. I understand that. But I also understand that you can go really fucking cheap on some refurbished things when you probably shouldn't, especially if you need it to work right. And I have a feeling that's what my company would do. And we're like, and you bitch and cry about it, but you buy really, really cheap things that don't work or will break even faster. Okay. Kristen and starting 15 crotching project she'll never finish. Yes. My one true pairing. Yes. I want to figure out, this is probably going to be something that Tian has to help me with. I want to have I don't know, some kind of counter of sorts that's going to be like whips, which is work in progress, versus project finished, starting in 2025. And we'll see. We already know the whip number is going to be the bigger number, but I want to see like how bad it gets. Now, wait, I need to click on this link now because I'll lose it and I won't remember it later. Mute the site. Mute it. Oh my god, Theo, you'd be so proud of me. I installed an ad blocker for YouTube. I bet you're so proud of me. I don't remember what I just did. Okay. Can't see anything. Welcome to the 20th century. Thank you. I got it. A whip and finished counter on screen. Yeah, like just something like that. Just so we can see as we go how many projects I start versus how many I actually finish. What the hell? Oh, okay, I see. That's why I would love to see it. Some of them are actually gonna have to get finished. So at least a handful of those will move from one column to the other column. Oh, I see what I did. I understand. There we go. What in the god? Okay, but how? But how? But why? What are you doing? You're not even supposed to be there. We're having a moment. Please hold. I'm having a moment. Where is that one? Okay. You two need to be the same height as you guys, roughly. Stop. There's that. Okay, is everybody good now? Jeez. I was worried about having no time to Christmas shop. I think the universe was like, oh, you need a little bit of time? Say less. Shut down computer. They were like, you didn't need this, right? Everything's fine. There's that. I need you to go there. Okay. Are we back on track? Finally? Yes, is the answer. I swear, if this is like the heating guy, he tells me there's nothing wrong and I'll scream. And you're like, okay, cool. So why did it just stop? Why is it not charging? Why would it go from 100% battery lasting 6 hours to 2 and then immediately just shut off? Because in my experience, that's not typical for an electronic device that's working properly. I'm not in IT or anything, but you know, as someone who has used electronics for a good portion of their life, not very typical for something that's working properly. Even bypass energy doesn't work with other corps. Seems sus. Like, hopefully they just come back with like, yeah, it's busted. We can't get you a new one. And then like your boss is like, damn, that sucks. Take the rest of the day off. And you can be like, bummer. Okay. Not just charging cords either. I have a cord I used to connect it to my monitor. It doesn't register it either. That's weird. That port's broken. Yeah, like that. Just the whole thing's broken. Nothing worked. Maybe it's just tired. It's like, listen, I already worked an entire life. And then they refurbished me so I'd have to work more. I thought I was retired. And it's the holidays. I've been working hard. I'm tired. I'm gonna just stop. I want to retire finally. Maybe that's what happened. That's my headcanon now for your laptop. Battery itself might be fine, but if you can't get to register, it's still no charging. If it doesn't work, it doesn't work. If it doesn't work, free day. I I need a nap. Try again later. By later, I mean never again. Thank you. Please find new laptop. Imagine if it's like, man, I'm almost 2 years old. I am done. That's old, right? In electronic years. How sad is that? Remember when we all had like the flip phones, the Nokias, and that shit never died? That battery could last for like a month with no charge. Good time. Now you get a phone and you charge it and it's like an hour later. It's like, yeah, I know I was at 100% an hour ago, but like you're gonna have to charge my battery. I know you haven't been using the phone at all, but you're gonna have to charge my battery. So, senior citizen. And further point, batteries didn't run a small PC. Listen, all electronics are built to be obsolete. So pathetic. And we all know it and we can't do anything about it. The same charger for my laptop is what Kindle use. Oh, I can plug all 3 chargers in and immediately starts charging my Kindle. Well, at least your Kindle will be fully charged. Imagine you're like, listen, I have done all of the testing I can on my own with what I've got. With the cord work. Hi, Allie. The hardest poop of my life. Well, you'll get a treat though if you are able to complete the poop. So you'll have like a really good treat then, since this is a difficult time in your life. You'll get a good treat for a difficult poop. I don't know what the treat is. You'll have to ask Brian. IT people live in the Philippines, so it's not like they can just show up at I mean, they could. It would just take them a long time. Imagine your work is like, we're not flying them over here. Oh, man. What time is it over there? Wait, I want to know. What? Okay. Is it in the Philippines? It's 3 a.m. Holy bananas. I had my treat before. Maybe I'll curse me. Oh. The pre-pooch. Your body was probably like, you trying to work the system. That's not how it works. And so now your body's rebelling against you. A hot cocoa cookie sounds really good. I want that. I want that now. At least you have IT people. We don't really. So when I have IT problems, I just go over to my colleagues who knows this stuff. Like, that's the thing. When you have an IT department, and department can mean like one person, or it can mean a full team of people. If you have a good IT team, you'll really have no reason to even know they exist. When you have a bad IT team, you'll know, because that's how ours was. I think we had like maybe 2 people at that same job. I think it was maybe 2 people who were like the IT team. And we just constantly had issues. And so a lot of people was just constantly calling them, emailing them, and we knew we had IT. They just weren't good at what they were doing. So when they're good at their job, you'll never know that you'll barely know IT exists. When they're bad at their job, you'll definitely know. We have one IT guy that knows Fox Pro. What's that? What is Fox Pro? Is that like, what's that one? Is that like Firefox? They're a pro at Firefox. Imagine having an IT guy that does things. That's like Allie, like, you know, who actually does their job. For about 160,000 employees, I don't think we have a real IT department. You guys probably just have like a group of people who unfortunately upper management found out that they could do IT things and technical things. And so they're like, oh, good. Like, we don't really need to have an actual IT department. If things go wrong, just message one of these people. And they're like, so we got to get a pay raise. And they're like, no, that's just going to be part of your job responsibilities now. Okay. Visual Fox Pro. I don't know what. Okay, well, I don't know what anything is, so that doesn't mean anything. Final program release was 2007. Okay. But they were pro at it. But if I have a PC problem, the lab guys can't fix, I'm fucked. You just gotta get good, Bremy. Or tell the lab guys to get good. Also an option. Those people just called me. Must go outside. That's okay. We're gonna have an ad in 90 seconds. Which will be a great time for me to stand up and stretch and take a break. Because I forgot to start the timer. So we're just not gonna have a timer today. We're just going off vibes, okay? Vibes and the ad timer that runs on a timer. Dude just asked if it had plugged in the right spot and then asked me to send a picture as proof. I want to say he's probably going through just his checklist, you know, like turn it off, turn it back on. But that does give me a little bit of like, oh, this person probably actually doesn't know how to properly charge it. They probably really don't know what they're doing, which is offensive. So I would make it really fucking obvious. And I would send them additional information of like, you know, do that. And then like make sure to circle, like go into Paint and like circle where you plugged it in, even though it's going to be clear in the picture. And then proceed to be like, also I've used the following cords, the attached photos, and did it, and just be really fucking snarky about it. They probably encounter a lot, which is true. So I'd be maybe not really snarky until it gets very obvious. I'd be a little bit snarky though. So, but I would absolutely take a photo, like go into MS Paint. We got an ad in 10 seconds, and then like circle where it's plugged in, where it's still very obvious in the photo. Where you can, and because sometimes they'll have like a little photo of a battery, or like, you know, to charge like for the cable. Oh my god, BRB. Okay. Be back with tea? Yes. Perfect. They do have to ask the most obvious questions first, and I understand that. I am a big over helpful sharer when I have an issue, because I like to just provide the people with, here is the problem. Here is what I have tried. Da 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 da. If I need to send a photo to be like, here's this thing. Yeah, I want to cover my ass first. They still ask me the questions, and I like to go, I just go back into the email and basically copy and or resend it and bold and highlight and go, as I stated in my first email, I'm that fucking person. Don't fuck with me, I'll fuck right back. Ads are playing. But I'll just, as per my previous email, yes, I did already try this. Please see bolded and highlighted below. Who needs to reading comprehend anything? I'm just a snarky bitch though, so what do I know? Okay, we're in an ad. We don't have an actual timer, so it's fine. I've had to, as of my previous message, I had to do it a lot at my last job. I really enjoyed it though, because it would be a very, very obviously answered. I like to, I'm going to give you all the info I got right off the bat. And then, you know, ask me additional follow-up questions. I expect that. But when I've already told you, yes, the elephant, see photo attached of elephant because all of us in the office were taking videos and photos of it, came crashing through the wall and stepped on my keyboard. See attached photo of crushed keyboard with under elephant foot. And then you proceed to ask me, did the elephant step on your email? Or step on your keyboard? And I go, Well, clearly you're an idiot, so. Apparently on my laptop, there's 2 different charging places. The one place is in fact bugged, but the other place works. He had to send me a picture of the other charging place because it doesn't look like one at all. As long as the second port will work and I don't need a new computer and we'll have to keep working. Boo. Well, okay, but like what happens when that one breaks? Email. Like, just email. Like what happens when that one breaks though? Because the first port's already fucked. Then the second port will get fucked. That one breaks out. What if it's broken now? What if it's about to break? They should send you a new computer. He was like, you didn't know I had 2 charging places? I was like, clearly not, or I wouldn't be on this call. I was aware of the other charging port. I would have just plugged in the power cord there and we wouldn't have this issue. No, not that headache. Tell it to go away. I had one very early this morning, but I was able to take Excedrin migraine and go back to bed and mine went away. So go away, headache. Be gone. Jesus Christ. Fuck. The ad breaks over. But I'll have to be right back. So you're just gonna stare at this gnome while I walk away for a moment. Been doing some work for another team that's our domain, but they need it for their work. Whenever I've told them no to a request, they've kept requesting it every time I've asked if they need anything else, even though I say no and explain it in length why no. They're like, one of these times he'll slip up. One of these times he'll forget and say, yeah. Okay, May, tell us why you're having a good day and I'll be right back. Okay, we're back. We're here. Jay, thank you for resubscribing. Welcome back to this and me. Thank you. I just got back. Why does it say it resubscribed? It says resubscribed instead because there's like 2 B's. I love this and you. I love you. You're a cool ass person. Get wrecked. Love ripping. Yeah. Okay. Let's catch up. Okay. Thing is, if I accidentally say yes, it won't be done still. Just tell everybody no all the time forever. I just realized my computer YouTube has been playing the same short on repeat for about 15 hours. A good short. Okay, so I've been wanting the Fairy Lou edition of Tempest of Tea for months. Even threatened to rob Allie at least 5 times. I was even willing to commit unkind acts to get my hands on this book because everywhere on like resellers want $100+. Girl. Other day I found someone selling it for 15. I thought it was for sure a scam. It came today. It wasn't a scam. Let's fucking go. Let go. I love that for you. Ribbon makes a difference, honestly. I wonder if that... How do I fix that? We'll never know. We'll never know. Completely block short. Worst cancer to ever latch on to anything. Any online content platform. I enjoy shorts. I've gotten to the point though that like occasionally some shorts, I forget what like group it's under, but like I just find them obnoxious. I don't think they're funny. It's like they're trying too hard to be funny. So hang on, can I save this to watch later? Yes. Anywho. So I've gotten to the point, normally I wouldn't block any channel. I would just scroll on by and be like, whatever, I'm not gonna watch it. I started blocking channels now that I'm like not interested, but I also have to watch myself because then I'll watch shorts and then an hour and a half later go, fuck, what happened? Oops. Fine. Cancers are usually, you are correct. Also, I get to go to a Books A Million today. Let's go. Boyfriend's gonna let me pick some books out as my Christmas present. Let's go. I also hope you find good books. I hope you find good deals too. If I ever accidentally open the shorts tab, I panic, close the tab, just shut the whole thing down. Just throw the computer against the wall. I know Allie didn't super love that book, but I think it's in my top 5 favorite reads of the year. So I very desperately wanted this edition of it. Let's go. I have a bookgasm when I look at it. I love that for you. I am going to start Ship of Magic on the plane. I'll probably be able to read it like, you know, throughout next week here and there. I'm also going to see if the family will go on walks with me. I think I'll at least be able to get the aunties to go walk with me. I can probably get cousins to go walk with me too. Cause we gonna be going down to Texas and like the low is gonna be like maybe in the 40s. That's like a nice spring day, okay? It's gonna be hot down there. So get some reading done, get some walks in. I just had a book open up on Libby last night. How to Make a Horror Movie and Survive. And I've been waiting for that one for quite a while. So, but I'm probably won't start that one until I get back. So I'm excited. Because I had no books. No, that's a lie. I had some books on Kindle Unlimited that I need to read. But I think I'm still going to read the Tiny Terrors for this week that I won't be able to participate. So, 40 and 10, that's what, yeah, with the devil, honestly. So, that's what I was told from the 10. I was like, where am I going? Where does my family live? Oh, it's 24 right now. Okay. Oh, it's gonna get colder. Oh, wait, is this in... I'm in Celsius. I forgot I changed it. I forgot we were looking at the weather and I changed it to Celsius. Because I think, like, Keisha was here. And so I was like, so that way she doesn't have to do, like, the... like, in her head. Oh, no, I'm not from Texas. That's where a lot of Tien's family lives. That's like a big grouping of family lives there. So it's just us stragglers. There's a handful of stragglers. It's just easier for us to go there because that's where the main group of family is. 40C, you're gonna die. No, it's like it was like 23C today, and I was sitting there, I was like, oh, 23 degrees, that's a little colder than I thought. And then I realized that was in Celsius. So but yeah, it's 23C, I think, like right now-ish. So 75 degrees. That's like fucking summer. The fuck? God damn, I'm originally from Tennessee. I don't ever plan on going back. Thank you. Like, not to live. I know. I have water on my desk. Are you gonna... You're just gonna lay right there? You know, if you crouch there, I can still see. Can I get this out of your...
What if I crouch really, really low?
Yeah. 40C is really hot. I remember it was what the T say. Yeah, so...
Wow.
She just bit my hand while I put my hand on the... You reach out. I was asking you a question. Are you leaving?
And
bye.
What is her name?
Tennessee. Yes.
Allie.
You're going to have to work on the Vietnamese. That's all I'm saying. I'm going to start Vietnamese lessons, though, in January, because there's it's online, but I think you can do, like, kind of like a Zoom call kind of deal. So, wish I would have started these, like, 10 fucking years ago, but, you know, better late than never. So, your name is Allie, too? Yes. Allie squared. Ma'am.
Allie's
I don't think Allie will figure it out, because it's like, if he hadn't told it, it took me a while to like learn how to pronounce it properly, because even with the very, 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 very limited Vietnamese I can speak, like, because his family is a Southern dialect, and obviously I'm American and I try really hard. And when I first started trying to learn, like, he would teach me words and I was like, was that okay? But like, was that good? And he would be like, they'll be able to understand you. So hi Val. So I'm just saying, and Vietnamese is very different. Like, it's so much different to, like, obviously English, but like just trying to make certain sounds, and then the inflection is, because, you know, with English, you can just, I can talk very monotone like this and it's totally fine. I don't have to inflect my voice at all. Not the same with Vietnamese. So only thing that matters is understand each other. Yeah, ma'am. Because like everything, the northern accent is the one that's based, like, if you're gonna take lessons, that's what they teach, but because it's gonna be like the more common. I was like, well, I want to learn that one though. Like, your family uses the Southern dialect, I want to use that one. He's like, well, they'd still be able to understand you. Like, some words would be different, but just based on the sentence context, they'd still know what you were saying. And like, some of the words might be different, but they only slightly, like, variants, but they'd still understand. I'm like, well, I want to learn that one. Ellie's gonna scan all my socials, tag into the mainframe, probably. Holy fuck, it's gonna be so hot. Okay, first of all, there's gonna be a lot of rain where I'm going. There's a lot of highs next week of 69 degrees Fahrenheit. She jumped from my tower to your desk. This cat is like a little acrobat over here. I'm pretty good at sleuthing. I'm just saying, next week in Fahrenheit, okay, we're going with Fahrenheit first and then I'll swap it over to Celsius. It's gonna be, the highs are in like the low 60s. It goes up to 71 on Christmas Day. The lows are like low 50s. That's like spring weather going into summer. That's fucking hot. Okay, now we go over to Celsius. So next week, the highs are going to be in like the low 20s. And the lows will be like 11 or 10 Celsius. That's fucking hot. And we always do like a lot of the cousins each year, like we'll do like a Christmas pajamas. Like they'll text us and be like, hey, we're going to do like, you know, this day we're going to be like Christmas pajamas or like matching sweaters, like, or something like that. I have one like actual Christmas sweater and it is thick. It's for Minnesota weather. Okay. It is not for Texas weather. So if we want to like go to a thrift store down there or something and find a cute little Christmas sweater, that's fine, but I am not taking that sucker. It is too fucking hot. Oh, but that's good. We can all go on walks. The aunties for sure will walk. Some of the uncles will probably walk. And then I'm gonna get our cousins to walk. Because it's gonna be hot. It's gonna be fine. We won't even need a jacket. Jesus. I know a bit of Spanish, but that helped. Diddly squat. I don't know what I was trying to read that as. We went to visit my brother's girlfriend's family because they're Catalan and many of them refuse to speak or even interact in Spanish well. I mean, you guys could just use like hand motions or just like drink, you know, alcohol and eat food or drink water if you don't drink. Lowe's is for people in their 50s, yes. Yes, Val, that's okay. Like for winter it's hot. It gets hotter in the summer, but like those temperatures in winter is hot. That's too hot. Too hot. No, don't want it. Gonna be in a short sleeve shirt. I don't even need to take long sleeves. I'd probably do need to take a coat because I think it's gonna rain. So I can take like a raincoat with a hood. Christmas Day high here is 53. Good God. Where are we at right now? What's our weather? It's been hot here too. I'm still in Celsius. That's gonna fuck me up every time. Where do I live? Where am I? Who am I? How am I? For whom am I? Okay, that's not what I asked. Thank you. Not what I asked. Can someone, anybody, please go to weather.com and just redo their whole fucking website? It's been so bad for so long. Please, somebody go and fix it. Somebody. Jesus. It's gotten so much worse. Like, it's so bad. Yeah, see, like, it's pretty... Okay, not like warm, but for winter up here in Minnesota, it's the highest 30 Fahrenheit. That's not that cold for winter. Oh my God, 40 degrees? Jesus Christ. It's been hot. It's been very warm. So it's such a mess. This is a fucked up website. Somebody fix it, please. Does anybody here, or if you know anybody, or just can recruit somebody, go fix it. Because I know they don't give a shit. But damn. It's bad, man. Nobody can navigate that shit. And then trying to navigate their website on mobile. 55 here, that's so warm. Right? That's what I'm saying. Usually being 20 Fahrenheit. Yeah, like, we would have like a week. Every, like, the past month or so, it would be like in the 30s and 40s. I'm like, damn, it's hot. And then it would start dropping and would get down to like, 10, 12 degrees, stuff like that. I'm like, okay, that's what I'm talking about. There we go. Now we're getting into like winter weather. And then it'll go back up and it'll be like, high this week of 35. And I'm like, fucking why? Stop it. Like, that's too hot. It's winter. We need to drop the temperature, please. Had work call. Okay, fair. Also, I acknowledge everyone's adaptation to temperature is different. Yeah. Anything under 60, I need a sweater. Like, I'm originally from Tennessee, where it gets quite warm and stupid humid. It gets humid in many places. I realize that we have the nasty wet humidity. And when I moved to California, we were on the coast, and all the folks I met there were born and raised there, and they were the same way. It'd be like, as soon as it hit like 65 or under, they're like, oh my God, it's chilly. And I'm like, is it? And then after a couple years, I was like, oh my God, it's going to be like 60 degrees. It's going to be so cold. So I get it. But now I'm used to, Minnesota weather where it gets actually cold. Objectively cold. And yet you still see people who will walk around outside in shorts when it's like 20 something degrees. But they've also lived here their whole lives and they're like, it's not that bad. Okay. Sure. I'm in the tropics. Yeah, so it's going to be way different for you. My air conditioning's on at 62. I gotta take it off sometimes because it's too cold. Then you gotta start bundling up. If water is liquid, it's warm. Yes. Science. I'm in Kentucky. We're to weather being a roll of the dice. It fluctuates so much. I have another friend who lives in Kentucky. She says the same. She'll be like, I don't know what the fuck's going on. And I did not realize Kentucky weather was so weird like that. Yes. Are you gonna go get the Chewy box? Oh, okay. Okay. I just didn't know if you have forgotten. Okay, cool. Sick. Med check, everybody. If you've not taken your medicine today, do so now if you can. And if you're like, girl, I can't take mine until later tonight. Okay, cool. Just make sure you set an alarm. And then take it at the designated time. But everyone should hydrate. Right now. With water, Allie. Not with Mountain Dew. Not with an energy drink. Or coffee. Or other stuff that's not water. Oh, no. I do what I want. A friend lives in Kentucky. She was getting a snowstorm, and the next day it was back to 50 degrees. Kentucky weather's weird. Had tornadoes roll through, then snow covering the damage the next day. The snow's like, just don't look at it. The fuck? Wait, I also can't remember where Kentucky is. Hold on. I don't know where anything is. Zoom out, zoom out, zoom out, zoom out. Could I have just typed in Kentucky? Sure. Oh, wait. Kentucky was right above Tennessee. I knew that because we used to do right in this little corner. Wait, was it this corner or that corner? I've been to Kentucky like twice, and both times were for bid day photos for sororities for my job. But I don't. It was Murray, Kentucky. I was like, I don't remember the name of it though. It was Murray, Kentucky was where we went. If you don't see it, it's not there. I don't know how I forgot it was there. It's literally above the state that I am from. Doing great. What I usually say is if the degrees are positive, it's warm, but you guys have placed 0 randomly, so it's not the same reference frame anymore. We were just like, 0's gonna go here, and the rest of the world is like, are you sure? And America's like, yes. I did go to college in Tennessee, but a couple of my jobs were photography studios, but we did, between the two, it was like school photos. It was like school photography. It was not like high class studio level photography or wedding photography. And so it was like school photos from itty bitties up through high school and sports teams, church groups, and stuff like that. And also we would take photos for universities for their bid days. So if you're in the Greek life system, we would get a couple of the guys, a couple of fraternities at a couple of schools, but mostly it was just the sororities. And so on the final day of typically a week-long event of new freshmen, typically freshmen, who kind of go through and like meet a bunch of the girls, meet a bunch of the different houses, and then at the very end they're given a little letter. They're all gathered in one spot and they open it and it says like, you've been accepted to the blah blah house, and they're like, oh my god, and lots of crying and screaming. And our company would go to multiple different universities in the surrounding area and states and take like big group photos in front of the houses and stuff like that. It was pretty good money. For the company, not for me, but you know. So they went, oh yeah, no, we lived in California. Yeah. So and then I would also get to take, like, the Greek life groups would have parties, obviously, like mixers is what they would be called, and like dances and stuff. But you know, these don't start until they start at like 9 or 10, but no one gets there until like maybe 10 o'clock or 11 at night. And then they go into early morning, and we would have to go and take photos of all the party goers, which was a great time. Excellent time. But you know, the more drunk they were, the more willing they were to take photos, and that's all that really mattered, was just get a bunch of photos. And the best part about that was you would go, oh, okay, then you know, the kids, obviously the kid. Tien's laughing at something. Oh, Allie's DMing Tien. Perfect. And so like you think, oh well, it's like, you know, after the party the college kids are going to look at the pictures, obviously, but the parents also would. The parents would also buy some of these photos of their children very clearly plastered at a college party, which never made sense to me, but you know, whatever. Not my money. So, good time. That's Kristen lore for you. Don't worry, it's nothing. Are you trying to figure out his name? Say my name, say my name. Well, I'm going to start my Vietnamese lessons. Oh, fuck. In January, so you could start them with me. We could learn together. Has she guessed your name yet? I'm guessing not. Yeah, hang on. I have to mute. Hold on. I appreciate how far Allie will go for information. I just want that to be known. I appreciate it. And I don't know why I had any doubts, honestly. On a random Thursday night, Allie got obsessed with Everest, so don't put anything past her. Because now she's convinced that she's going to climb Everest. And honestly, a part of me is like, you know what? If she's in full hyperfixation mode, you never know. See, like this, if I take my time and actually focus, the leaves look really nice. Look how cute this little gnome is. It's nice to have a project just for me. Okay, I don't know if Keisha's still here, and I'm not going to call them out of a lurk. But Tian was like, no, Keisha has to decide what we have for dinner. I don't think Keisha ever decided because Keisha had a hair appointment and was helping their friend with Ticketmaster things, and then also was going to treat themselves to French fries from McDonald's, as they should. And so I was asking, I was like, can we get sandwiches maybe? And so I think we're going to get sandwich for dinner. Because I'm going to have a late lunch. We still have some tiki masala left over in the fridge. But then I had a coupon email from earlier. And the place was like a BOGO sandwich, but like I'd have to go and get it. It's only like 5 miles away by car. It's not that far. And I was like, oh, I have to go pick it up though. It can't deliver to me. Not interested. God, I'm lazy. But see, this is why my community has like a lot of, like they do this whole thing. It's like community continuing education, but also like free classes and sliding pay scale kind of situation for classes for a whole bunch of different things. From things like they had sword fighting in the last like fall group of events. Sword fighting was an option. Tian said I couldn't do that one. I don't know why. Leave the house, girls. That's what I'm saying. So, but for things like sword fighting, photography, cooking classes, like sports groups and like different classes like ballet and dance and things like that. But that doesn't open until January 7th. I was like, I need to leave the house more though. I don't leave the house at all. So I'm going to sign up for one of these community courses, community somethings. I can't sign up for like another not quite a month, which is annoying, but that's okay. I was like, that'll be fun. That'll give me like something to do and to leave the house. Maybe make friends IRL who could potentially watch our cats when we're gone. I would not use them just for that though. It's a good idea. Like they've sent it like ever since we've moved here, they send like a little booklet every season and you can sign up. And every season I've gone, I should do this. And then I don't do it, which is very typically me. But this year I'm like, no, this time I'm gonna do it. I'm gonna follow through. And granted, some of those times it was like we had just moved here, or we had like a family wedding to go to, or a different family event we had to go. So like, well, I ain't gonna be here for like a certain portion of it. I don't want to sign up and then not be able to participate, especially if it's going to be a sports-based event or whatever activity. Because that would be annoying if you have someone who signs up for this team sport thing, even if it's just for recreation. But then there, as soon as you like all meet together, it's like, okay, well, I'm not going to be here for this, 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 and this. Like, well, then why did you even sign up? This is where I got to pay attention. We don't want any gaps. I do need to go back through the leaves with a brown thread and like, you know, have the little leaf vein. But that's for not now. And then I need to finish this leaf. I need to get the beard and the mustache and his little hat, and it'll be all done. Then I'll have a little gnome. And granted, it's fall time, but I don't care. Because the winter one was like, obviously it was Christmassy. As a whole, I'm not a big Christmas person though, so I was like, I don't want to do that one. I'd rather have the autumn one with the leaves. There's a lot of Christmas right now. It's a little Christmas overload for me. Excellent. I also don't know how long I'm going to stream today. How long has it been? I haven't been 2 hours. Because I'm hungry. I did not eat lunch because I would have had to. Well, I could have eaten lunch at like 11, but I didn't. It's not winter until the 21st, really? You know, I never know when like things officially start, when seasons officially start. In my brain, I'm like, December is winter. So it's winter. Yeah, so a good shout. He is technically on theme. Hell yeah. Hell yeah. We better get snow in January. I would like to get snow before the end of the month. We've only had a couple of days and then it melted. Like a couple of times it like stuck around for a few days, but then the sun came out and melted it. Whatever. I think Tian is lying to me. Are you? Well, I don't know what your conversation is, so I can't confirm nor deny. I do the same thing. December, January, February, winter months. That's where my brain's at. Yeah, it's just like, it's one of those things where you're like, no, that's what I've always thought. So it's canon in my brain now, and that is how the world exists. There are 3 months for each season. Winter is December, January, February. The rest are an exercise for the reader. Just, you know, whatever feels good. But see, because it stays cold up here for so long. Hold on. Like, because I think it kept snowing last year through March. No, last year was like, it didn't snow like at all. Like the year prior when it was a proper winter and proper snow. I want to say like through March, potentially through April, or at least a good part of April. But like in my brain, it's kind of like March and April are kind of like those weird, like April's a spring month. March is one of those, you know, it could be a winter, could be a spring. It doesn't really know. It doesn't know what it wants to do. It's so weird because the season officially starts in the middle of the month, so it just feels wrong. And it's extra weird because it's like right before Christmas. And even if you live in a place that's like, really only speaking for the US, it's like doesn't truly get snow, but it still gets like, you know, kind of cold, or at least like, because in Tennessee it would get like mushy and wet and stuff, but it would be kind of cold. And so you're like, I guess this is, you know, it's still cold, I guess, so it's still winter. But then it's like only 4 days before Christmas. Why couldn't solstice take place at the beginning of the month? We should petition Just write an email. And be like, we would like solstice to start at the beginning of the month so it's less confusing, please. I don't know who's going to get that letter, but we're going to send it to somebody. Irrelevant. It could be 40 degrees and beach weather in January. It's still winter. Exactly. That's how it works. I don't make up the rules. I also don't make up the weather. See, because I need to start packing. We leave Saturday, but I'm going to start packing probably tomorrow. Shit, I could probably take fucking t-shirts. Damn. Not going to be cold. This is looking so good. I'm gonna miss you. I'll be back though. I'll be back. So I think New Year's Eve is a Tuesday, I think, this year. Beyonce also doesn't know what she wants to do because she keeps coming over here and then like leaving. And then especially if I look at her, I'm like, please don't. And then she just kind of like, girl. She gets on my desk and then I look at her and do that. And she thinks if she just moves slowly or crouches down, like I'm not going to know that she's there. So we don't go out for New Year's. I don't want to go out for New Year's. So I'll probably still do a regular stream that day. Hi, welcome. Welcome to the stream. Here she is. 24-hour stream. Maybe. I was telling Tina, I was like, I work so I keep you coming. You work on Christmas Eve, New Year's Eve, ma'am. Can you just settle? That's all I'm asking. That's the problem. She won't settle. Christmas Eve and New Year's Eve, that's stupid.
Just show it.
Well, at least it's her tail. Hi. She is here. I don't think they can see it. Let's not step on that though, because that has needles on it. And also you're heavy. You're very pretty. Sit on your throne of lies.
Oh.
She is. She's headbutting my monitor.
Yeah. I'm just curious about
Yeah, try to stay on the mouse. You also have which baby do you have with you? We need to play Pope Gregory what is that? 13th? He introduced the calendar we use now. Can we just redo the calendar? What if we did our own calendar? Hey, Jack. What do you do? That's why I get nervous. All those wires. Well, also, yeah, the case for my tower is not designed to have a cat jumping off of it. He looks very pleased with himself, so I don't know what your conversation is. I don't know what's going on, but he looks very pleased with himself. So I'm guessing you have not guessed his name yet. But, oh, she had a guess. But maybe we could do, oh, the 24-hour stream thing. So I was telling Tina, because did I do a 12-hour stream, I think, for the affiliate anniversary? And I struggled with that one. It's hard to stream for long periods of time for me. I know some people like Tien can stream for fucking hours upon hours and they're probably tired at the end, but they can just, you know, 8 hours later and they're like, oh, it's been 8 hours. And then they continue to stream longer. So I was like, maybe instead of a 24-hour stream, it's just how long can I stream before I get exhausted and have to stop? So, well, we could like aim, our goal could be 24-hour stream, but we just won't call it that. That'll be our goal. And we'll try to just stream for as long as we can. And then that way that gives us time because we'll get back from Christmas with family. So we can make sure we get pizza, we get snack, and we get all comfy cozy. That's a good idea. Because I was actually going to attempt just stream as long as I could, maybe in like January, but we could try it on December 31st. Good shout. Good shout. Excellent. I think I finished. Yeah, I finished this before stream started. So we did that and we did that. Excellent. But 2 hours. Like half the leaf is like behind him. I will say I am very proud of his little sweater. Hard to see with the overhead camera. Wait, kind of hard to see here too. Wait, what if I but what if this? You can kind of see it. Kind of, yeah. Anyways. Oh, you can kind of see it that way. So it's like the weave stitch. You're weaving it over and under thread. And I was like, oh, that could be fun for his little sweater. I fucked it up a little bit, but that's fine. It still looks cool. So then we did satin stitch for his little pants and feet / shoes. And we're doing fishbone for the leaves. I can't decide what I want to do for his beard. Satin stitch was for his nose and his little hands. I can't decide if I want to do satin stitch for his beard and his mustache. I don't know. Or for his hat. I don't know. I might do another texture for the hat. Possible satin stitch for beard and mustache. I kind of just, as I picked a thing, just decided it. Do I need to mute? How will it go down a bad path for Allie? Is the name fixation going to carry over into DVD tonight? Am I about to be offensive and not? I don't know. Do you want him to tell you what his actual name is? He's just concerned that this is going to be like the Everest thing and it will just be like, it'll carry on and you won't be able to stop. No. She says no. He just went. So, it's Thomas. Thomas. Do you want a hint? We could give a hint. Like, I mean, it will carry on, but I wouldn't talk about it later. Like, we could give a broad hint. Or no hint at all.
I feel like
I asked him if I was warm or cold. Okay. Yeah, free, yeah. Yeah.
that's what
It's actually just Bob. Okay, but do remember, even though we did live in California, I did say you need to work on your Vietnamese pronunciation. He was born in Canada. Girl. Beyonce is here to help you. So I don't know if you want to take that as a hint or not, but do remember he was born in Canada. Jean-Pierre Luc. He was lying to me about being born in Canada. I don't know. She just said he was lying to me. I don't know. I'm not a part of the conversation over there. There's been a lot of furious typing on his side as well. But that's also, it could also be the keyboard. This man said he doesn't know California. Can I help you? Hi, Bo. Oh, Bo is also going to join us. That's great because I have so much space up here. I have so much room on my desk. I love this. Yeah, Tien's a Cali girl. Family time. Hello. Let me finish my water. I am here too. We have the same mouse pad. Yeah, like I didn't, because it has that weird little like ridge on it and it would hurt my wrist. So I was like, fuck this shit. And I've turned it. But I asked okay, everybody's gone now.
I never lied.
But I'm gonna get a different mouse pad. So like Tien has like a gigantic, basically a gigantic mouse pad. And I was like, well, I kind of want one so when I'm working on stuff, things aren't like slip sliding around. And also like this light, obviously the desk is a light color, so the light's gonna bounce back, and that's why there's like such a big glare most of the time. And I was like, if there's, you know, a giant mouse pad, like crafting pad, it'll help. So I should be getting that soon. Dilly and I have the same desk pad. Boyfriend has a large one too. It's actually his old one. Yeah, like this has been fine. It's, you know, done what it's supposed to. But since I've been doing a lot more crafting this year, I'm just really sick of the light glare bouncing off of my desk. Although for painting, it's been nice because I do have some paint speckles on here, but that's fine. Yeah, that's basically what it is. It's like a giant desk pad. I just call it a giant mouse pad. That's what Tien has. So that's what has been ordered. I don't know. I think it's gotten ordered. It might be on the way. I don't really know. So what am I doing? Okay. No, please don't try to jump. So Bo, like I said earlier, can jump from, because Tien has an L desk and his desk is very close to mine. Like the edge of his desk is close to the edge of my desk. And so Bo will just jump from the desk to mine, go under this monitor. She looked like she was going to do that. We stopped her earlier, but she did it now, but she jumped on my tower. She still weighs like 13 pounds. I need to find a way. I don't know what that solution is. I don't want to face this way. That's the thing, because I would also like an L desk, because all I have right now is just this one desk. And Tien's like, well, you could have one, but I'd have to face the window. So my background would be the wall. So you would see. Uh-oh, please fix it. But you'd see like, it's not great. Like, and if I wasn't going to show my face ever, ad starts in 3 minutes, then whatever, who cares? But I was like, no. It needs to go that way a little bit. Dan's like, don't do that. Fine. So anyways. Okay, well, it's the Beyonce show now, so. Please don't sit on my mouse, keyboard, whatever that is. Well, don't sit on it then. Every time you sit on my keyboard, weird shit happens. God. Clearly, she needs attention. She says, oh, she probably wants like a lunch. We're trying to not feed her all day long though, so. Occasionally, I've given her like a half a can at lunchtime, which I did not do today. She just wants attention. She wants food and attention, which is fine. But yeah, when we start packing, so when we get all the like the luggage out and start putting clothes in there, she's gonna be like, what do you mean? What is this? Okay, we're gonna have ads in 90 seconds. We might raid out. We might just like be done for the day. I know that was like a short stream, but I didn't eat lunch and I'm really hungry and my stomach is growling. So I might just end early. No, I'm just gonna let them run. I don't know what I'm doing yet. I'm just sitting here talking. Can I help you? And then later, yeah, like yesterday I was feeling lazy. I had to make myself be at least semi-productive. Today I was feeling lazy. I was like, I just want to watch YouTube videos and not do anything. Theo's help. Can go through this bag and see if I have to. I probably don't. Put these needles there. We always have tomorrow. We might work on this tomorrow? Question mark? I don't know what we're doing. Friday, I might stream. If I do, it'd be a very short stream because we leave hella early on Saturday morning. So I was debating on Friday. I know Tiana's probably going to stream earlier on Friday. I may or may not, just because I want to be able to like finish packing. I am around tonight. So if you got space for game, I'm here. But like Friday, I'm debating. If I did stream, it'd probably be like early-ish stream and short stream. I might just not do it at all, just to be like, it's fine. I don't want to add that, like, it'd be calm and relaxed anyway, but trying to like finish packing, make sure we got everything. Plus the cat sitters are going to come and like pick up the key on Friday, and I forget what time I told them to come by. So I don't want them to like, I want to start streaming and then like 30 minutes into it, they're like, hey, I'm here. So may pop into Allie's stream tonight if she's still streaming by the time I get back from BAM. It took me a minute to be like, oh, Books a Million, but like BAM sounds funnier. So just make sure to turn down. Don't have them up super loud, because otherwise your poor little eardrums will get blown out. Because I know the winter event, winter chill, whatever it's called, has already started for DBD. And like in years past, man, I'm telling you, like we would every single day, because they have like a little calendar. I don't know how many days it is. I don't know if it's full month or not. But like every day you get a login bonus of like blood points or the iridescent shards or whatever, or like something else. And like me and my friends would be like every single day, log in, get that daily login bonus. And this year I didn't even realize it had started until like at least a weekend. And then I think for me, for the time thing, like if I log in after 2 p.m. my time, that's when I get that day's login bonus. But if I forgot, like yesterday, I could log in prior to 2 p.m. and then get that previous day's bonus. I think it's just the timing thing. So today I can log in and I can get whatever the bonus is, because I don't even know what it is, because I'm just very unconcerned. I just want the points. But I am playing more regularly now with Allie. I took a long break. What the hell? What the hell? I don't like that you can see that. Don't look at it. Wait, what if I just don't look at it? Oh my god, but I don't want to blind myself. Jabus. Okay. La 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 la. Okay. This is good. This I completed prior. I was working on it like all the way up into stream. We got these 2 things done. I'm not entirely sure how I'm gonna attack that one, honestly. Because half of the leaf is behind his body. It'll be fine. Good thing is this is for me only. I don't think I'll finish the leaf today. Maybe I'll look at the pattern and see what they did for the hat and the beard and mustache. Just to see what they did and if I like how that looked. I feel like I might do satin stitch for that and then do like a pattern for his little hat. Yeah. Okay. Here's what we're... That sounds like quitter talk. No. Wrong. We're quitting for today. But not forever. And then we can see how much stuff we can get done on December 31st, New Year's Eve. I don't know what we're going to do. I will absolutely need people's help to stay awake for a long time, because I was struggling with staying awake for 12 hours or streaming for 12 hours. So I'm going to need everybody's help. Okay. We'll figure it out. Okay. Let's head out. Looking forward to seeing what new project you're starting next stream. Yes. What if we just started a new project every single stream? That's the big brain move, honestly. Grab this. Let me go here. And let me go here. Forever whip. Forever whips. Yes. Imagine. What a fucking... Oh, man. You know what? No, I'm gonna do the hold on. Okay. Have a good rest and evening. I'll see you guys in like an hour over on Allie's stream. Because Allie's gonna be streaming in about an hour. She's gonna be doing DBD tonight. I'm gonna join her. Dilly apparently is just gonna join us later. I don't know who else is gonna join us, but it's gonna be good giggle time. It's gonna be silly time. The snowmen are back and I'm really excited. Because the best part about whatever this winter event is called is like there's snowmen and you can throw snowballs at people. And you can like jump in the snowman and move around. So, it's gonna be a good time. But I will see you guys tomorrow. Maybe we'll keep working on this. Maybe we'll start a new project. We won't do that. We'll do something. I'll see you guys later tonight in about an hour But for now, we're going to go raid our friend Shania. And so they are also a co-worker. And they also do a lot of like, occasionally they'll do like kind of like reading sprints on stream. That's what she was doing on Sunday. And they'll also do art things occasionally. So it's a good time. It's a good time. Pronouns are she, they. I just wanted to double check. But they are doing co-working today. So I forgot to start the timer and just hit it totally. But they didn't forget to start their timer. It looks like they've got 2 more pomos to do as well. So if you're like, cool, I got nothing done because you talked the whole damn time, which I do anyway, that's fine. But if you actually want to get work done, at least for the next hour, we can go hang out with Shania. Very sweet. They have one of those little daily check-ins. I love doing like the daily check-in stuff on people's streams. That's a way to reel me in. You want to get me in your stream, do one of those. Pronouns extension stopped working? Really? Mine still works. Oh wait, does it? Hold on. Oh, I don't see it. Good shout, because I also don't see, and hold on. Has mine stopped working? Let me go. No, okay, no, I see it on Lydia's stream. Everyone should also go follow Lydia. My pronouns are USA. I hope you know that, right? I don't know a lot of things, though. I'm big dumb. Humma. What extension do I have? Look, before we do anything, please hold. We must check. How do I do this? How do? Okay, I can just click through that. Perfect. Okay, let me... Is there like a share button? No. What the fuck is that? What'd they add all to the end of it? Okay, I use... Okay, this is for Chrome, so I don't know what browser you use. I use Chrome. So if you use Chrome, you can use that one. But I'm making a note for next stream to show you this reference. Do it. Is this man who's like, my pronouns are USA and calls like an eagle? Oh God. Ay, ay, ay. That link says error. Fuck. Okay, we'll go to Google Chrome extensions and look for Twitch chat pronouns. I know there's like a actual, okay, hang on. We gotta, everybody just stop. Collaborate and listen. You know what? I could just Google it. Twitch pronoun. Pronoun doesn't have an M in it, if you knew that. Twitch chat pronouns. I found it, but it maybe. Did I? Oh yeah, did everybody put it in chat. I think the thing got in some legal trouble. See, but it shows on Lydia's stream for me. I don't see it in a couple of other streams. Oh no, I do see it on a couple other ones. I know not everybody uses it, like, because you have to go to that link and like add your pronouns and then like add the extension and stuff like that. So it's on the person to go and actually kind of set it up for their browser or whatever. So, oh, maybe. Okay. Could be Bremy. Well, maybe there's another one? I just know that's like the one that most people use. I don't know if there are other ones. That's a bummer. I haven't seen it on my Twitch in a hot minute. Oh. Sorry. The pronoun they say there. Hi, Strat. That's weird. Yeah, see, like, I don't see it here. Do I see it over here? Okay, but I'm in OBS, I don't see it, but on Twitch, on my dashboard, I do see it. I was like, let me just yell it. Okay. That's fine. It's not like we don't do that in your chat all the time. It does seem to be working for me. Yeah, it could just be it decided not to work for you, which is just really rude, honestly. But we are going to this, and then I'm gonna start the raid. They're about to go into their next Pomo, so we're gonna see if we can like raid kind of semi super quick. But grab a raid call. We're gonna go raid our friend Shania. Pronouns are she, they. They are also doing co-working. Super cozy, and you can actually probably get some work done over there instead of over here. Because we ain't get, well, we know I got some stuff done. I don't know about you guys. I got some stuff done. I'll see you guys tomorrow. We might work on this. We'll do something else. I don't know. I'll see you later. Have a good day. Take your medicine, drink your water, stick your head out the window, get some fresh air. Okay, bye.